Peace and blessing to the chosen. Peace and blessing to the chosen. Everybody who tuning in, everybody who gon' tune in. Hey, listen. It ain't a podcast, it's a Godcast. Smash the like button, share the video, comment, subscribe. You can dislike it if you want to. Uh, but here it is again. Here it is again. The Most High done brought us to another Sabbath. I'm gonna play this music. Get everybody time to get in here. I pray everything been smooth for you throughout the week. Any troubles, any trials you done faced, did you learn something from it? And it perfected you, made you stronger.
Just different.
Turn me your shim.
All praise to the Most High. Yeah, one time for the 12 tribes. 144 karat gold. Yeah, Juice Almighty.
Crack babies, tax evasion, glass breaking, robbery, mask on, that's Jason, sack chasing, harlots, track racing, fit for it, G-Shock, that's basic, from the bottom, that's basement, cause I'd rather see my own, they telling me that that's racist, or that's hatred, but when they say it, they patriots, double standard, that's crazy, member of the Most High military, always activated, all this folly I've been seeing lately got me agitated, rock 'em like an earthquake, Memphis be my birthplace, tell the devil bye, have a cursed day, worry less, pray more, you see what the shirt say, when you control the game, it doesn't matter who in first place, payback is a must, an unforgiving loan, drip or leave a puddle, leave 'em feeling puzzled when I'm gone, in the world, not of the world, I'm a far away from home, don't let them deceive you, the part between the lines, what you really gotta read through, saving my 2 pennies while y'all pitch 'em in the wishing well, rising till like 11, I'll be chilling in the citadel, lead 'em to the water, but I can't make 'em drink, I expose 'em to the knowledge, my aim is to make 'em think, like a cottage rig to blow when you crank it, don't start me, hit the scene with seat and show up sharper than some shark teeth, I ain't your average rapper, matter of fact, I ain't a rapper, 7-month, 15th day, keep the feast of tabernacles, Southern Kingdom flavor, Babel belt, whipping little rascals, bigger fish to fry, just place the order for some bigger platters on everything you fear, word with the beard, I stay in my own lane, thought I was a pilot, how I steer, closest you can come is nowhere near, Ark of the Covenant, marked by the government, heart of the covetous, got the sermon, all that faking, I can do it out, who you know better, set the record like a booby trap, got information that decalcified the pioneer, they hard-headed, rarely get the message through the scalp, ever heard somebody use the term, strong, independent, white woman, why not, do the math, life or death, you gotta choose a path, if it don't stick with the boss, gotta remove the staff, fishing for doubt about the school to class, hard time, feel like you swimming through a pool of brass, keep the commandments though, got these devils hot enough to leave the freestyle, what you know about black codes, what you know about pig laws, menorah used to burn and watch the London Bridge fall, petrified giants, hollow earth, CERN opening them portals while they building underground cities, here's a shovel, time to dig, dog, they out here wilding out the flocker and the fentanyl, Springfield Armory for any person planning no harming me, organize Deborah, recognize the border, rectify the order, exercise the Torah, time is getting shorter, build it, slime and mortar, neutral to the bar-hole, assign them and I sort them, dimes and quarters, hurt my heart to see it cause they bound and they snort them, have mercy on us, have mercy on us, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shabbat Shalom. Look, drop a 7 in the comments. Drop a 7 in the comments if the audio coming through clearly. If the visual coming through clearly. Drop a 7 in the comments. And then when you're doing that, drop your city, You sit and state in the comments for anybody who might be near you who you want to fellowship with that's on that same plane, that same boat, that same train that you on. All right. I'll praise to the Most High. We got the 7. Let me get us. Okay, for sure. For sure. Praise the Most High.
Yes, sir.
All right, family. Look, so tonight's the subject matter is the importance of fatherhood. You know what I mean? Looking at society, everything that's going on, the things that have been going on, the fabrics of society, the problems, the plights, the issues, the pressure, the letdowns, the disappointments, the inspiration, the impact, the motivation, and what the presence of a father does and what it is in a household. And then not even just singular or limited to a father's own household. I'm talking about the impact that a man can have on the community altogether.
For sure, King.
Yes, indeed. The coach played the role as a father for a lot of people.
Yes, sir.
The principal played the role as a father figure for a lot of people. We even know pastors did. Your uncle did. Sometimes it's your cousin. Sometimes it's that older. It could be that older drunk guy who played the role, who instilled certain, you know what I mean, morals in people or taught people things. So we want to come from this standpoint and just shine light on it as much as the Most High would allow us to. The importance of fatherhood. It is important. It's paramount. So much so we see our daughters, many of our women, they have issues and they say, oh, she must have daddy issues. So she wilding or she's unseemly. She's wayward because she didn't have a daddy. That young boy is moving the way he moving because he didn't have a father. He didn't have a man in his household to tell him, well, listen, son, this what this mean. This how you operate. This how you don't operate. Don't give yourself over to your emotions. Understand who you are. Learn you before you go out trying to learn the women. Before you go out trying to learn the girls and everything else. So that thing can go so many different ways, and it's a lot of people impacted in a negative way because they didn't have fathers. They didn't have a male figure dependent enough at all in their life.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, I get what you're saying. Like, even though you might not be a father, you could still be an uncle, you could be a cousin, you could be a brother.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Something to inspire the youth. And I think that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole biggest thing is how we downplay a true man. Like a person that's, you know what I'm saying, that's responsible in his household, that, you know what I'm saying, that's dedicated to his household, that's careful of the upbringing of his children, even though him and the woman don't be on good terms. You know what I'm saying? But he's still careful on how he take care of his offspring. And a lot of times, Paisley, just being real, a lot of people they don't appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know, because society has, like, man, you and Cephas, we just got finished talking. And one thing that I brought up was, I said that one example that at least that I gave, I said that imagine we're gonna take 3 scenarios, y'all. So you got this man, he walking down the street in the rain, right? No. You got this woman with this child, she walking down the street in the rain, right? She walking down the street in the rain. Cars pass by, like cars keep passing by. 90% of them cars gonna be like, man, what happened to the, you know what I'm saying? They gonna feel some type of empathy or sympathy towards that woman.
Yes, indeed.
But you can see that same man walking down the street in the rain, and people that have a negative concept, like, man, he must have did something wrong. He must have went to jail. He must have, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, as a man, you never feel like you appreciate it in a sense of your true value. You know what I'm saying? It's like the role of being a good father has been stripped. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what we was speaking on earlier. And it's not to degrade anyone. I think, you know what I'm saying, a woman's role is just as important as a man's role. You know what I'm saying? I sincerely believe it. But at the same time, I just feel like as a man, we get diminished in society. And it's like a trend or whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
indeed.
for real.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
And they use the women against the men. And even like what I'm saying, everybody to understand this. We coming from the standpoint tonight about the fatherhood. And it's not in the biased sense because we know motherhood is a whole different creature. But we can't always get to a solution for things that we face with because it's always a point in time when we address one problem, somebody saying, well, what about this? We not discounting motherhood at all, family. We love our sisters. We love our mothers, our aunties, our daughters. We love them. But in this case, we just talking about it in a sense, in the vein of fathers. The father, like what bro's saying. Man is not giving, man, males rather, we not really giving that same simple sympathy from the world. Men, most of the time, the world look at it, oh man, he can't have an opportunity and a chance to cry. If he cry, he weak. If that man cry, you know what I mean, he lame. So we not giving the care as a human. You know what I mean? Just because this is a man, you gotta mind listen. It tell you Christ wept.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He cried about his friend Lazarus. You know what I mean? David wept. And this is something that I have to say time to time to other brothers. For some who will think that, you know, they weak because they cry. Like, no. Killers, real men cry, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is just to show that we are human. You know what I'm saying? That we are made in his image.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But their fatherhood.
It's so important, bro, that like I know you mentioned earlier, you were talking about like just being a coach. I remember my coach, Harold Smith, you know what I'm saying, when I was playing AAU ball, you know what I'm saying? Just man, how he helped, man, he picked up all us, man, bro. Used to be like that man used to have a minivan, right? Man, he picked up like 20 dudes, you know what I'm saying, in one minivan, but he was so man, he was by the book though, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all do right, and man, we need those type of people,
Yes,
you know
we
what I'm
do.
saying? Like, so like, and the reason why I'm even bringing up this subject is to enlighten the fact that man, like as a man, you important, bro.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's as a woman, you important too. But we can't go to the point, y'all, where you know what I'm saying. It's a lot going on as far as our youth out of control, especially our young men, Paige.
Yes, indeed.
Our young men, man, they, you know what I'm saying, they, you know what I'm saying, but some of our young men can't read. You know what I'm saying? Some of our young men can't do math. Some of our young men don't know how to handle they you know what I'm saying, they feelings and their emotions, you know what I'm saying? It's all a part of my being raised. And even with the daughters, you know what I'm saying, raising your daughter. You know what I'm saying? You can tell that a woman that's been raised by her dad versus a woman that ain't never had her dad in her life.
This is true.
Everybody can tell that point. And not to, man, not to, this ain't, again, this ain't to, man, shame anyone. This ain't to put nobody down, belittle nobody, you know what I'm saying, for real. Because what we talking about right now is serious, man.
Yes,
Especially in, like, we live in Memphis. Well, you know what I'm saying? I live in the outskirts of Memphis, but I'm from Memphis, born in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So I'm from Memphis. My high school, everything.
Yes, indeed.
My whole childhood was spent in Memphis. So right now we see a lot of violence going on, a lot of you know what I'm saying, like homicides going on in the community, right? And when you look into those situations, Kane, guess what? It ain't no father present in the household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For real. For real, it ain't no fault. That's the importance of the father. That's why we trying to share. Not to say that this demean the woman's role or make her lesser than or you know what I'm saying, something like that. Nah, it's just highlighting the fact that the importance of the father. Now the system we were talking, like, you got to think, y'all, back in the day, right? So in order for a woman to get welfare or any type of government assistance, that man couldn't be in that household. You know what I'm saying? So you got the government incentivizing you not having a man, but what's this costing you on the end though?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This for real.
Yes, indeed, man. So it's a old trick, but it still worked on a new generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's the same trick that came from the enemy. He had to use the woman to get to the man. So what I say is, I'm gonna come with this one right. Matthew 12. Matthew 12, Matthew 12, verse 29. It says, or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind a strong man, and then he will spoil his house. So it's telling us the system understand, man, we got to tie this man down, like what I was talking about before, or at least in my meditations. Uh, at a time of war, family, when the opposition comes and they coming to overtake the kingdom, when they come to overtake the kingdom, uh, they not saying, well, we gonna only attack the men that's taking care of 100% of the business. We gonna only attack the men who tall or the ones who short. We gonna only attack the young men. No, they coming after every type of man because the man is the stronger or more imminent threat in raffling or dismantling any plan that the enemy would have to overtake somebody. All right, so fatherhood play a key role in it, or the lack of fatherhood in our neighborhoods. And to all my fathers out there, understand this too. Uh, being a father or fatherhood is not solely based on providing monetarily and financially. Uh, it's a lot of fathers on child support. It's a lot of fathers on child support who actually they're great fathers. They're great dads. But it's the issue in the household. It's the division in the household of why this man not seeing his son or his daughter as much as he would like. Which in the meantime, outside of, and I'm speaking from a point for a man who's training their child up righteously, honestly, to be genuine, to be loving, to be respectful. You know what I mean? To be honest, you know what I mean? A stand up guy or a stand up daughter. From that standpoint,
But I think that be the thing, King. Like people actually think like, man, I gotta be perfect. Like I ain't even
that's
saying
what I'm saying. That's
I'm
what
not
I'm
even
talking about.
saying perfect in the sense of I'm not saying the perfect in the sense of being perfect, but I'm saying perfect in the sense of like I gotta do everything right. Like you
Nah,
gonna have some mistakes, you gonna do that, but you can still be a great father no
come
matter
on with
what.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can still be a great father, and man, you got to know the significance and the importance of it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many of our young brothers that can't read, bro. It's some of our young brothers that can't do basic math. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't have good business sense. Having a father is gonna show you gonna be more well organized.
Right.
You're gonna take care of the bit, and that don't mean that you can't be a great mom and still make those things happen. But it ain't gotta be like that though.
Mm.
Like despite the issue that you have with your baby mama or what she had with you or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever
Mm.
situation, still be present in your child life.
Mm.
That's important. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? It's important the value that they have. You know what I'm saying? As being there as a father, like, you know what I'm saying? It don't take and people say, man, it don't take a lot. It does take a lot, bro.
Mm.
It does take a lot to be there, especially in this system where as a man, man, you already, when it comes to, you don't have that many rights to your children as
Mm.
a man. You
Mm.
don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, man, the reason why our young people is or our communities are polluted with violence is due to the fact that our young people, man, don't have the right guidance. And in order for them to have it, and I know this like beating a dead horse to some, but I want y'all to keep in mind that some people don't know this.
Just facts.
Some people don't understand this. You know what I'm saying? So this is for those. This is the message for those. But it's also a message to our men to know that, man, bro, you important, bro. You valuable, bro.
Mm-hmm.
By you being present in your child life, bro, guess what? You helping build another productive, you know what I'm saying, Israelite
Mm-hmm.
in society.
Yes,
Notice
indeed.
I said that,
Yes,
and I
indeed.
just threw that out there. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because without you guiding them in the right way, and that's where it comes to, bro. We gotta study, and it takes a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying, to
Mm-hmm.
produce a good person. I guess that was suffice it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And stepping back too far as on the fatherhood, I know it's a lot of fathers say, well, I didn't have a father.
Right.
Uh, But you understand this, man. Those things that you saw or that you see, that you have a problem with, the fact that you didn't have you know how you wanted your father to do. As you grow and develop more, you get an understanding of, well, I didn't have my dad to talk to or sit me down and say this or that or train me about this or tell me, well, son, are you wrong for that? You know what I mean? Then you have in other cases where you got the more so in that time, you create the frame, you know what I mean, to be that better man. You know what I mean? To be a father. You break this, that's a point to destroy and break a generational curse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so moving forward from that, like one of the main things I'm just pointing out is like what the book say from the beginning, man. The man is the image and the glory of the Most High God, and seeing that too, you know, even sisters, like not to keep bringing in the real sisters understand this topic. You know what I mean? It don't even have to be explained. They like, yeah, you know what I mean? You won't have to struggle or go through no extra pressures unnecessarily. All right, but the importance of fatherhood, like I was saying earlier, man, the presence alone of a man changes the situation. Uh, if I'm a neighbor to you in the neighborhood, and I'm looking across the street at your house, and I see that okay, this a woman who stay here, she got children. Let's say I'm a wicked man though. I'm looking to see, man, can I go over there and break in a house or
Miss
rob
Parker,
her
Miss Parker.
or any of that? If the fact that I never see a man at your house, I'll be more prone to feel like I can overtake it, like what we just read, Matthew
right,
12.
bro.
Before I come in and just handle you how I want to, abuse you how I want to, overtake you however I want, I'm gonna look for that man first. Let me tie him up. Let me make sure he out the way where he can't stop what I'm doing or hurt me or hurt nobody else, and I can have my way with everything else.
Right.
So if I'm spotting and peeping your house out, when I see a man over there, I'm gonna think twice. Like, nah, I can't be trying to just run up. I don't know what that dude on. That's another lion right there.
Right.
You know, and that ain't to say that the woman won't be, you know what I mean, something to deal with. But more than likely, people feel that a man is a bigger threat than a female is. So fatherhood, being a father, man, just your presence matter. It ain't about the cash all the time. What are you instilling? What are we as men teaching these
Yeah,
children?
because a lot of times
Hold on, Shem.
Yeah.
So and this for the sisters, cause like what you brought out,
Yeah.
you know, the brother get put on child support, and in her mind, in this woman's mind, the thought is that, well, I just need the money from him. But that's not more important than what that man can teach that child. Definitely, if this man is an upright man,
Yes, sir.
like what you said, man, that conversation and that man being there teaching them morals and giving them guidance, man, that's more child support than the money could ever be. What if this man, you know, without it, you training the child to be just a fool with his money? Whereas if the man was there and he got that type of understanding, he trained him like, look, hey, focus on your cash flow. Don't just spend your money out however you want to carelessly. You see what I'm saying? What you finna say though, Shem?
Nah, like you were saying, bro, like, and then he gonna be more apt to listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just because it's like it's the same sex.
Mm.
It's a man. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And like he see it. You know what I'm saying? Like children, like you know how children are.
Mm.
They gonna watch you
Yeah.
and they gonna see what you do.
Yes, indeed.
So if he got a good role model, like you
Mhm.
said, Kane, like
Mhm.
it's important being and not even a role model, but a real model.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Being real. You know what I'm saying? Like showing them the direction. Because I know when I was growing up, my pops and I'm pretty sure your pops taught you the same way. Because I see how you move.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like man, business minded, handling things, you learned it from your pops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Not saying. See, people think when you speak like this, man, you taking or lessening the role of the woman.
Right.
You're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? My whole point is that, like, man, it takes man, like it takes a man to raise a man, like on some realness, and a lot of our youth they missing this, but you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of responsibility, bro, on both parts, like
Yes,
the
indeed.
woman and the man. You know what I'm saying, and
Yes, indeed.
it's just like it's hard. especially when feelings get involved and things happen, or whatnot, it makes it more difficult. But at the same time, man, just know that, man, in order to produce a good, productive person in society, man, is it's a better outcome with them having their dad in their life, and that's the importance of a man. Real talk, bro.
Indeed, praise the Most High, man. So fathers, the true fathers, real fathers who tuning in right now and who will see it, even like what the brother's saying. Said he had to he had to battle for 2 years. His brother's still in these situations. Oh man, we love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. You know what I'm saying? And to let you know that, man, like you are important. You do matter. You very valuable. Bless you too, Shan. You got steady releasing. But yeah, man. So
Cut off that AC, King. Yeah.
yep. So as what I'm saying about the fatherhood, man. Learning a whole lot, like you said, at least having a guide.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be there. Meeting children in my own life. You know what I'm saying? Around the neighborhood and stuff. Seeing the way that they move and how they affected for not having a guide at all. Now we can get on the point where we're talking about the guide is wicked. Like I've heard before, you got some dudes telling, hey, yeah, look, telling his son, yeah, smoke that blunt. Yeah, shoot, just shoot and kill. Matter of fact, let me show you a video. Let me show you a video. Let me share the screen, matter of fact.
Do your thing, Sham.
Show y'all something. Cause you got dudes, you got daddies, teaching our children to be wicked, teaching them to be a rob them, steal something. Look at this right here. Hey, listen. Everything that this little boy saying, that's his song. It's grown adult lyrics. That's his song, though. Check this out. I'm gonna play it again. Excuse me if I offend anybody. It's not the intention, but it's used so that we can look at the effects of what we're talking about. Fatherhood. Like, you listen to what he's saying, and then we look at what you know what I mean, the thing that's happening all together. This is a 9-year-old boy where they booked him to perform at a children's party, knowing that this is how he moved, this is what he talk about, this is what he rap about. So we got the other children. So we looking at the importance of fatherhood for that too. Like what bro was just saying. What type of person you producing? What are you instilling in your child to where, okay, now this little boy, for the lack of a father, or if he got a father, whoever it is in his life influencing him to talk and move and think and do like that. If you listen, just go back and listen to what he was saying. I'm raising my son in this world. And how am I supposed to raise my son on how to deal with that type of person? Because they both growing. You see what I'm saying? So I have to raise my son to be aware of that. Be aware. Don't fall victim to that. Understand that. I'm not going to hide that from my son. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to teach my son to do that either. I'm not going to train my son up to be doing it. Sure. But we got people in fatherhood positions, uncles, granddaddies, great man. Some of the granddaddies was why these folks acting the way that my granddaddy was too wicked. My dog, my soul and spirit was my green, a dark, filthy, nasty green and black and purple and pink. Like really wicked and evil. You know, and pass that on generation after generation. Like, no, man, so what we raising? What we raising honorable men? Or we raising, you know what I mean, some type of unholy person, a wicked person.
And then, King, when you see that in the, like when you see that in when you see like, let's say, for example, like an Arabic
Right.
and his son, he
Mhm.
teach him how to do business.
Yeah.
You see a Chinese and his son, he teach him how to do business. You see a Mexican and his son, the Mexican gonna teach his son how to do business or whatnot.
Mm.
So a lot of times, man, what we get caught up in is that, like it's just the cycle. We get caught up in the cycle. And what that means is like even when it comes to sports, like we put all our children in sports. We put them in basketball or football.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Or some. But guess what? They can be a lawyer. They can be a doctor. They can be a scientist. They can be, you know what I'm saying, like a dentist. You know, the mayor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A governor, a senator. You can be these things. You know what I'm saying? So we have that, and that's the importance of a man trying to guide them in this situation. But the point that one thing that I wanna mention is that, man, like when it comes to black women and black men relationships, we got to remember the things that was done. You got to remember that the fact that the government said, look, you know what I'm saying, boom, if this man, like, go back to the programs and whatnot, or the systematic programs, you know what I'm saying, that was put in place to divide the black household, you know what I'm saying. So that's strategic. You never hear a Chinese woman say, I don't need my man. You never hear a white woman say, I don't need a man. But for us, our women, they tend to say that. But the truth of the matter is, you do need a man. And the truth of the matter is, a man do need a woman. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say need, but would do better. You know what I'm saying? You would do better with each other than without each other. I think that's important to mention. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cephas even brought it up, man. The love has been conscrewed. That man said, like, man, like to say you love a person and being love, oh man, you weak, you soft. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important. It's very important. So we gotta know that, man. In order for our communities and everything to function, we gotta have a good relationship with each other. And it don't mean that everything gonna go our way. You know what I'm saying? We gotta know that, okay, if I don't do this gonna happen. Like basically it's a consequence for my behavior. And man, look, we all victims of it. Ain't nobody up here saying we perfect and we got everything together. That is not the case. Trust me. I ain't got everything together. I'm not perfect.
Right.
But at the same time, I know enough to, like, if some transpired or some shit excuse me. If some, my bad. If
It's all good.
if something happened, something happened,
Yes, indeed.
I'll be able to, like, counter myself, like, get it together.
Like you just did. Like you corrected yourself. You know what I mean? Some people want me to go across your head for it. No, he can correct himself, man. And like what you saying, bro, this is real. You know what I'm saying? And it's real issues in the household. And this a very real issue in our community, man. Fatherhood. The being misguided, being polluted, being broken, being lied to, being hated, hating ourselves. You know what I mean? A man hating himself, he don't know how to treat his children because he hates himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he came up in a household where his daddy was always coming in the house drunk and beating on him, or one drunk, just his daddy had some type of issue.
Right.
You got people genetically, bro. Or the daddy was schizophrenic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it can't trickle down.
And it trickled down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but the book tell me this why I'm not gonna be, you know what I mean, the type of person that just somebody make a fault and just throw him away. It says one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart. So that means he true in what he is. He might say something that he don't mean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, no, man. But other than on the subject matter, you know, about the father, yeah, man, you bringing it out. Something very important. This is a real issue, man. This is a real. If we can get this under wraps, we can focus on this a little more. We can get more done in our communities.
Right.
We can get more done as a nation. We know that the nation, man, the world began with a male. You know what I'm saying? He formed Adam from the dust. You know what I'm saying? And from that point, everything else happened. So let me read this 1 Corinthians 11,
Yes, sir.
verse 3. It says, "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is the Most High God." I'm going to jump down. Verse 7. It says, "For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High God, but the woman is the glory of the man." So, without going too much into it, because we want to stick on the subject about the head covering, I'm not talking about that part. Read that and study with understanding. But in this point, we just extracting it. It says the man is the image and glory of the Most High, and the woman is the image and the glory of the man. But that then got mixed up, switched up, chopped up, thrown out the window, stepped on, and promoted in a whole different light. To where, like you said, man, the women saying we don't need men. We don't need no. I don't need no male in the house. I can do it by myself. Choosing a lifestyle of a widow unnecessarily.
And then we don't even have to be. I mean, we got to understand that we was programmed to be that way, King. That's really not you. What you saying? I mean, like you might say, like I don't need a man. Like when you go back and actually look at this, like and see what I'm saying, like for real, like go look and do the statistics, or just go back into your mind and say, let me think, how many Chinese women I heard that said that they don't need a man. How many white people or other ethnic groups that I know that say this besides myself?
Yes, indeed.
Man, we all need each other. The woman need the man, and the man need the woman.
Yes, indeed.
In order to have and I'm just saying, like, just being able to work together. Everything ain't gonna be always on point. But we gotta know that, man, in order to really nation build and to gain the respect of our competitors, because I believe that, man, this is competitors. When you look at different ethnic groups, you can see, like, you can name things like, we know the Arabs, and I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying, funny or come some type of way, but when you look at the demographics, when you look at the other racial groups, you'll say, okay, what business do the Arabs own?
Right.
You will say the gas station. What business do the Chinese people own? You will say, man, there's some of the stores, nail salons, Chinese stores, you know what I'm saying, they own it. What group do the Eastern Indians own? Oh, they own like the subways and the, you know what I'm saying?
Hotels. Motel, yeah.
You'll be able to say that. But when you ask, like, what do we, you know what I'm saying? So all this time to that, in order to actually get some, like man, some respect, really. You know what I'm saying? We got to be on one accord, and we got to actually know the importance of fatherhood. I think fatherhood has been diminished as a role. Like, people don't respect the role of being a father. You know what I'm saying? Like the a lot that comes behind it, and the just the overall benefit and the outcome of being a good father, how much that weighs on a child. You know what I'm saying? We don't respect it enough. Not saying that it diminished the mother role, because it's as significant. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I'm making is that they took the father out the household in order to destroy
The household.
everything.
Yes, indeed.
Real talk.
First, ban the strong man.
Yes, sir.
We gotta get these men off course before we can get what it is we really want.
Yes, sir.
So this serpent came to Eve. He went to her, not because that's just where he wanted. He went to Eve because he wanted to get to Adam. But the only way he can get to Adam, he said, if I come to him, he already know he gonna stomp me down. He gonna get me right. I can't do nothing with him. The only way to get to that man is through his rib.
Yes, sir.
I gotta go through his rib. So then we see these, like what you're talking about, the different games in society. You know what I mean? Put against us as a unit, man and woman, but then in the sense of with the women. But the redlining, the pig laws, the black codes, the Jim Crow, all this type of stuff. You know what I mean? As a man in a position of a father, like me, myself, I'm always thinking, what is it that I can teach my children? that I didn't learn? You know what I'm saying? What can I teach them that I do know? What can I teach them to sharpen them up? Like I train them to don't just be in the moment, man. Don't just be thinking about, you know what I mean, just in your child. Be a child long as you can. But I train them and try to get them to look at and understand, have a mind for the future as well. Because there's a lot of people being trained to only deal with what's in the moment.
Yes, sir. And
Being
then,
influenced, you know what I'm saying?
and then King, like sometimes, like in my life, I ain't gonna lie, I always be like, I be feeling like I want to be respected, bro. I don't know if it. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's just me as being a. But I'm not an angry person. I'm happy more than I'm angry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I just be wanting that respect, bro. And I found the basically the recipe to it is for us as like, and I know it's many men that go through things from different ethnic groups, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, or whatnot. But I'm just saying as being a black man, bro. And I know we had that conversation earlier.
Yes, indeed.
But man, bro, it's just so many, it's just so many things that's against us that you know what I'm saying that contribute to your downfall. That bro, you don't even be knowing sometimes. But man, I'm telling you, we have to get on accord. You know what I'm saying? As a nation, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to get on accord to know what's going on with us. It's different nationalities and stuff that have differences with their significant others, and they still are able to function.
Right.
But man, bro, that's the key thing, bro. Our young people that we seeing dying is, you know what I'm saying, getting, you know, led in the wrong direction, so to speak, man. One of the remedies for that, the main remedies is, man, having their father in their life, and not their and if not their father, a strong male role model.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
There's one that see why you saying it is what come to mind. And y'all drop in the comment section some things that's against us. You know what I mean? What are some things that's up against the man in the position of being a father? But what I'm thinking about right now, we set the tone. And here's an example. The way a lot of our women and daughters and aunties and nieces and cousins and friends is moving, I'm talking about to be promiscuous, to be, you know, more focused on, they literally risking their lives. The top most dangerous surgery that a person can get is getting a BBL. And so the sisters is saying, I thought about this the other day. I said, man, you know what? That's almost on the same level as fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? The chances of you dying because you want to get a shape, and they don't always come out right. But what I'm saying is the men set the tone because we praise that. We glorify that. You know what I'm saying? We like, man, I like that. We gonna go out there. The sister can be head wrapped. She could be covered. She could be pretty. She can be smart. She can love your dirty draws. But because she ain't got a BBL, a man will disregard that. You know what I'm saying? So the men set the tone, because if all the men say, you know what, nah, we ain't, hey, we shaming that.
They'll be cutting them just out.
Man, them folk would not be worried about them folk be getting in line with what does this man want. I'm trying to appeal to him. It's just like if all the men across the world said that, like, man, we want nothing but, and I don't want to be disrespectful, I'm just gonna say we want some straight up and down women. Man, it'll be women in the world saying, hey, I need looking in the mirror like I need to get rid of this. They gonna be in the gym trying to get rid of what's behind them.
Yes, sir.
We set the tone, man.
Yep. That's for sure. That's for sure, bro. And then not only that, man, like when you speaking of the women, you know what I'm saying? It's a so it's the mother, so it's the daughter.
Hey, I'm finna grab it for you.
Yes,
Ezekiel
sir.
16. Yep, that was already in the book. Go ahead, I'm listening though.
Because you know what I'm saying, like, man, you gonna set the example. You don't know how much of a role you play on your daughter as being a woman. Real talk, like, man, you want her to be, you know what I'm saying, in line. Like, it's hard, but we gotta, man, like, hunker down, understand, get some understanding, and know what's up, and know what we up against.
Yes, indeed.
We up against a lot. So any fathers out there, man, that you involved in your child life, you involved in your child life, you there for them, you present, you You know what I'm saying? You with them, just know that you are valuable, bro. You're not, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, just nothing.
You matter. You making a
You
difference.
making a big difference, you know what I'm saying, in your child life. And then I want the mothers out there to see that, man. Look, let your let nature work itself.
Mm.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
Let nature work itself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's in a man's nature to take care of his child. You know what I'm saying? And then we've been bamboozled for so long. You got to think all the things that our ancestors and everything that trickle down to us, everything that been put on us, that contribute to how we are. Like, it's in our DNA, like you were saying, bro. We pass some of these characteristics down.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
indeed. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh man, just like if you pass it down, if there was an athlete, oh, your daddy ran track, you gonna run track. You know what I'm saying? It's in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that have been done to our people that, man, that we gotta work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a soldier coming home from PTSD. He get counseling and all that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have all these things to happen. Just think about, and I ain't trying to go back into talk about a lot of things, but I just want to pinpoint a few things. You know what I'm saying? Just think about like the time of slavery. You know what I'm saying? Think about all the rape, the rape, the murder, the disrespect, the hanging, all those things, man, was passed down. You know what I'm saying? So we just this generation trying to break all these curses, but just know, man, the system is against us. The system is against us. The system want us to fail. They want to see us at the bottom. And yeah, I'm gonna continue doing my thing. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do everything that I can do to survive. But at the same time, in my mind, I'm gonna know that the system is really against my people, and I ain't gonna never forget that. And if you don't forget that, man, we gonna always be good. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta know that, man, it's a entity that's out here that's playing a role into our life, and that entity is not for us. You know what I'm saying? For real, okay. And once people get that understanding, especially male and female, man, we're gonna be a better nation, bro. For sure.
Indeed. I'm gonna drop this in here too on setting the tone for another point that destroyed the household. Another attack on fatherhood, as well as an attack on motherhood. The movies. You know, I watch movies. That's what I do in my downtime. Over time, whether it's a series or whether it's an actual motion picture, the alternative lifestyle of being a sodomite, you know what I mean, a man and a man or a woman and a woman, it came in through creeping it in incrementally, little bit by little bit. It was a woman and a woman dealing with each other. But as the woman and the woman was dealing with each other, you had men over there on the side like, yo, we liked it.
Right.
And that grew to the point to now you can't stop it. You let that monster in, you let that demon in. Now you seeing it's men and men. But they used the women. They used the sisters. And they presented these sisters in his life to do this. And the men didn't say, hey man, we finna stop that. We finna stomp that out. We ain't having it. If men came together like that, bro, I'm talking about if more of us men came together, I'm talking about just to pray, bro. We ain't even talking about getting, you know what I'm saying, getting ready to take up arms or do whatever else. And we not promote no violence. I'm just saying if men unify more, brothers, those in those fatherhood positions, like, bro, if you don't know, bro, you need some time. You need to get with other men. You need a male friend, a real friend that's going to check you and tell you when you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's going to help you be a better father because we got to pass that down, that correction to our sons and our daughters. Let our babies know, like, nah, baby, that's wrong.
For sure.
And you can't be a father who you just always so soft on your children. Like, you thinking you going to kill them because you discipline them. And I'm not talking about the fathers that's abusive. We're not talking about that. We talking about true fathers that love their families, who want the best for their families.
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? But you wanted that Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Ezekiel 16, verse 44 says, behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
Man, that's what it is, bro. And that's coming straight out the scripts.
She get it from my mama.
But also, even with the son, you just, man, you always, boy, you just like your daddy.
Yes, indeed.
You hear it all the time. You just like your daddy, man. But I know a lot of people had asked about. We had some people come on and asked about like, just to reiterate what you were saying, King, about the building with different brothers or whatnot. We was going we hit us up, man, because we talking about doing a camping trip for all the men. We're gonna do a all men's camping trip. You know what I'm saying? So hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Hit Paisley up. You know, so we can schedule this and get this set up or whatnot, so we can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Real talk. So I know there was some people that hit me up and asked me about it. So hit the I guess hit the email, right, King?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it up there.
He gonna drop the email for you. Hit that. We gonna set up a camping trip so we can all, you know what I'm saying, come together, man. Start building. You know what I'm saying, for real. Just build on a real accord. You know what I'm saying. Build as far as, you know, get down people ready for what's to come. You know what I'm saying, and that's a different subject. We ain't gonna jump in it. But even when these things do pop off, you know what I'm saying, they just say Armageddon do pop off. You know what I'm saying, war do pop off. Guess what? It's gonna be the men that take care of everything. It's gonna be the men that protect you. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure that guess what? Part of being a man is what? Being skillful. You know what I'm saying? Learning different traits.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure that you secure. This part of it. Making sure everybody's straight. Real talk. So we gonna put the more information out about it, but hit the chat, get over Paisley. That way we can get a tally up on, you know what I'm saying, how we gonna go about it. Yes, but man, hey, that's important. It's important, man, to be a good role model for your son or daughter. Yes, real talk.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say this too about the fatherhood. What I recognize about it too. The attack on the family, the attack on the woman, the attack on the man is the point that's gonna be the foundation of what I'm saying. It's an attack like it is because it's an attack on the Most High. So like where we came from, 1 Corinthians 11:7, it said the man is the image and glory of the Most High. Because it's the world and the people who in the positions that control how the media is rolled out and what's shown on the media, what's put in the magazines, what's put on the billboards, and the ones who in these positions, they satanic, man. So they got a problem with the Most High off top. And because they got their problem, it's going to automatically become an issue with the family unit. It's going to be an issue with the man. Showing like what they've been put in so many of these movies, as you put it, dealing with the brown man. Like I was told, well, that's just a prop to be funny. It's talking about when the brown men in movies wearing dresses. Okay. But my question becomes after that, if that was so, then show me a list and a long, a huge group of any other race of men who got dresses on to be funny. And I could respect that. This is just the facts.
Yes, sir.
If it wasn't an attack on men and it was just a prop to be funny for a person to cross dress, show me a long list of women in men clothing, men apparel with the fake mustache on, like they bald head. A long list of females that's being funny because dressing in the apparel of the opposite sex is just a prop to be funny. That's not the case.
Right.
So we know that it's a real issue of targeting these men. They know this. If the men get in order, man,
it's over with.
It's over with.
And
so this is why we coming off this point. So let me read this to you.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Do your thing, King.
So this Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Let me see. I'm gonna hit verse 8 first. They say, honor thy father and mother both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them. Verse 9, for the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children. This is how important you is, brother. This is how important you is, man. Forget all the philosophies that the world be trying to throw on us. They telling you, well, you ain't a man if you cry. You ain't a man if you do this. You ain't a man if you, man, listen. Man, when the Most High dug out the earth, when he formed out, he said, listen, he made him male from the beginning. This before Adam was put into the Garden of Eden. And I'm going to get that. I want to show that. Before Adam had the work to do, he was already a male. Because some men feel like they not fathers if they don't have money. Some men feel like they not fathers if they don't have a job. Some men feel like they not fathers if they not just the best protector. Like, understand this, man, that's not what make you a man. Being a man is taking care of your responsibilities. Every day we doing our best. And our best each and every day don't look the same, man. Hey, listen, even in those times of failure and confusion where we don't know something, that's a part of fatherhood too. I got to be able to tell my children, like, yeah, guess what? I didn't know the answer. Maybe it's for you to figure it out. Maybe it's for you to teach me. But what I do know, here go the Gallon, this is what Daddy learned. You do this and this will happen. You don't do this and this will happen. So even my troubles, a lot of the trials that we have as men,
Yes, sir.
man, that's for you to gain wisdom to tell your children. Yeah, man. So, but the world will have you thinking that because you don't have this, that, and that, then you not a man. That's not, man, that ain't of the Most High, man. But it say, for the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. That's so heavy right there.
Ooh.
That's heavy, man. But you got
He
it,
mess up everything you built.
man.
Sometimes. But I was gonna say, when you think about, just think about athletes, for example. When you think about Tiger Woods, he had his dad. You think about Serena Williams, Venus Williams, they had their dad. Think about Kobe Bryant, he had his dad. Think about Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, all these, Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
You think about all these phenomenal people. Guess what? They had their dad. Even Mike Tyson, he had even though he was a Gentile, he had a man in his corner that cussed.
Right.
That was his coach. You know what I'm saying? Taught him. You know what I'm saying? Had a box.
Right.
Pretty much. He had a man in his corner that, even when you look at Alonzo Ball and his brother, you know what I'm saying? They got men in their lives that helped them. Not saying that the mother is not important, man. The mother is just as important. But I'm saying, like, man, the father make a big difference.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we trying to hone in on is, you know what I'm saying? Just know that, brother, you are important. Sister, you are important. But brother, you are important, man. And your role is so significant that anything that you don't do right can cause not only harm to yourself, but harm to those that's around you that look for you for care. So that's what the message is about. Like, we see all in order for us to clean, and I know, man, like, sometimes I feel like, even with myself, I be like, bro, it's too late. Me and you was talking about it. I was like, King, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We might as well save us. We might as well just get the people that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we want to lose faith and hope. But I know it's some people out there, man, that need answers that, you know what I'm saying, face the same questions that we have sometimes. Like, hey, man, like, why is it like that? You know what I'm saying? If we can all come together, y'all, then you do your part, I do my part, we can make everything better.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So they go to email, though, family. Like bro was talking about, we putting together pretty much this training course. You know what I'm saying? And even not just training, but let's just, as men, get out. You know what I mean? Get out into the elements. You know what I mean? To camp, to hone in and you know, it's a lot of soy within society, bro. It's a lot, and soy break down the estrogen. Estrogen is a female hormone, and this is a reason for a lot of the men being effeminate because of what's in the foods and in the beverages and the water. So to get the testosterone going a little bit, you need to be around other men, man. You need to be around brothers. You know what I mean? The brotherhood is important, just like the sisterhood is important. You know, we need somebody where we can deflect off, where we can try things. You can't always talk to your woman about everything because she don't understand. If she understand what she understand, y'all got a beautiful bond, all praise to the Most High. But that man still need his brother at times. A man can't talk about everything with their female like that because we two different creatures. The Most High formed Adam from the dust of the ground. He formed Eve from the rib of Adam. She's a totally different creature, family.
That's what's up, King.
You know what I'm saying? But here goes Genesis 1, man. Genesis 2. Genesis 2, verse 7, it says, and the Most High power formed man of the dust of the ground. Notice that, like, this, listen to what he's saying. He already a man. And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And man became a living soul. Verse 8. And the Most High power planted a garden eastward in Eden. And there he put the man whom he had formed. So I'm going here because before Adam had a job to till the Garden of Eden, the Most High had already pronounced him to be a man. You a man already, man. That's what I'm pushing. That's what I'm saying. As the world will tell you, not a man for this, that, and the third. Man, you a man. The world don't care about if you don't. Like I said, when war come out, or war strike, the enemy opposition come, it don't matter if you did 100 push-ups or not. If you the man that got a job or not. That don't matter to the enemy. They saying this is a man, he's a threat, bind him, kill him, subdue him, neutralize him. We need to stop him from moving at all costs because he's the main one that's gonna be able to topple the tower.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep honing in on that, man. What you got, Sean?
I just want to say, we wanted to bring this message out in the hopes and the likes of mine, really just encouraging those that you know what I'm saying, they don't understand they true power. You know what I'm saying? They true power. And when I say those, I mean men. You know what I'm saying? When we look within our communities, we see, you know what I'm saying, a lot of downtrodden situations. And one of those reasons, I ain't gonna say it's all of our reasons, but I say particularly the main reason is the fact that, man, the father or the male is not respected as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Come on with it.
A lot of things that we do, man, you know what I'm saying, it gets swept under the rug.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And we suffer in silence a lot as men. But I just want to motivate you to know that, man, you are important. You know what I'm saying? When we look at this on a statistic level, and this ain't no man versus woman or any of that, it's just the empowerment of the nation. In order for us to be empowered truly as a nation, that everybody has to be in a proper order. You know what I'm saying? You don't put the gas where the oil go. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that, or else you're gonna have a malfunction. So everything is done decently in order. You know what I'm saying? In order to do things decently and in order, one thing that must come first, that, man, that the child need his proper upbringing from each parent.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
Let me add this in. So this Sirach 25:23, bro. It says a wicked woman abateth the courage, because you said we not respected. You know what I'm saying? We not. And that's a part of why the cycle continues. How our women have been influenced to disrespect us and not respect us. It says a wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. So sisters, y'all got a major part in this. You know what I'm saying? To uplift that man, to respect that man as a man, to reverence him as a man, to respect his leadership.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And now I'm not foolish enough to say, because brothers need to respect their leadership. You need to be tuning in with Christ. You need to be lining up with the Most High, having your guy right, with the Creator. But on the surface level, just understanding, man, the fact of how the perspective of our women has been changed, even going back to what you said. A lot of our sisters were taught to see us as powerless and weak, because during that time where we were in chattel slavery and bondage, bro, they was viewed as this other type of person, this other ethnic group coming in, ruling and giving orders and raping them and taking this and being the boss. You know what I'm saying? And it's still trickling on to today.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But on the grand scale of things, what I'm saying is, man, sisters, y'all matter. For us to get the nation going, to be on point, man, we need the encouragement from the sisters. And I got another message in the chamber when the Father give us the green light. It's gonna be titled "Let the Wise Women Speak." And I'm saying that because as we at war, the ministers of Satan, his daughters, he ain't telling Cardi B and Sexy Red, hey, y'all be quiet, don't say nothing. Now let the men tell the children to say all that. Now he telling, hey, y'all go out there, say everything you got to say, influence these children. Whereas a lot of the brothers in the position of fatherhood, train your daughter, to have a voice, to know how to listen, but also to be able to speak up because you will help me.
That's right.
That man ain't got all the answers, man.
Yeah.
We as men, we need our women to tell us, like, hold up. Nah, baby, I know you got that right, but this what I think on this. That ain't for the woman to take authority and think she gonna drive the shit. No, I'm saying at a time where this man need help with a decision,
right,
help him with that decision.
Be the extra eyes.
Is indeed. Respect his decision in the meanwhile, even if he choose the wrong decision. You gotta let him learn to lead if he don't know how to lead. You know what I'm saying? Gotta let him make his choices. How much of a woman help me are you if you ain't with him when he make the bad choice? If he make the bad choice, you gonna abandon him? Then you ain't no real woman. Then not no real.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But the importance of fatherhood, this thing goes so many ways. Y'all drop in the comments if y'all haven't already. What's some of the things that impact fatherhood? What are some of the other key points that we didn't discuss tonight of why fatherhood is important?
If you have any questions.
Yup, and any questions, drop it out. Any questions, drop them in the comment section now. Questions, comments, and concern pertaining to tonight's mission. And we're going to, Father willing, because bro did admonish me. I have said before, we're going to keep this going as a continuation, a part two, a series of this or that type of message, and I didn't get around to it. Forgive me. I've been trying to get back up on answering the questions and doing that thing, keeping my word. So in the meanwhile, though, the intention is that, man, we're going to talk about the destruction of the family unit, man. The destruction of the Israelite family. From the different branches, fatherhood, the men. The destruction of the family, what do the sisters deal with? Like, we know y'all battling stuff. The importance of motherhood.
Yeah,
Listen, one more time. The importance of childhood, man.
Yeah.
You know
I had seen this morning, I was watching the news and I saw a young child that got killed from a self-inflicted gun wound today. It's in Memphis, Tennessee. I saw it. And man, that was one of the motivating reasons why I wanted to do this class. It's the fact that, man, teach your children. And I don't say kids because kids is a baby goat. But we ain't gonna get off into that. But teach your children, like the brother was saying, man. Teach them. You know what I'm saying? And empower them into the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Influence them into the right direction. You know what I'm saying? What if that was you? What if you was them? How would you want to be brought up? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's important. And that's your stain, that's your legacy. You know what I'm saying? It's an important role. But one thing that must happen, that we must be able to cohabitate with each other. We got to be able to get along with one another. You know what I'm saying? You got other ethnic groups, you know what I'm saying, that look down upon us. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to, look down upon them, or, you know what I'm saying, or hate or anything, but it's the truth though. We don't feel respected, and especially not as a man. No matter how much money you have, all that, if you're not respected, none of that matters. So we want to be respected as men, and one way that we can gain our respect is by putting your life in order, getting your life in order. You're not gonna be perfect. We're gonna make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do things that's contrary to sometimes what we speak. But the important thing is, man, keep getting up. keep going. Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? If you fall down, get back up, brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't stay down. And other brothers, we shouldn't look down on each other. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to. We know that the world against us, like, wholeheartedly.
Right.
Now, once we need to come together, do our thing, and it's easier said than done, of course. But we come together and do our thing, and then when we come together and get our thing straight, then we work out the differences. With the Most High gonna work out anyway. But in order to sustain and to, cause man, it's things coming on this earth. You know what I'm saying? We see the trials and tribulations that's coming on this earth. You see that food prices higher, rent prices higher. Yo, basic daily necessities are higher right now. So I ain't that good at math, King, but I know two better than one.
Man, come on with it. Yes, indeed.
Or however you want to put it. You know what I'm saying? However you want to do it. But man, it's all about working together, creating a strong unit and some type of capacity, man, having respect for one another. That's the whole thing. Like, our women ain't respected. We call our women bitches and whores on the songs, and we rap about it. You know what I'm saying? We say some of the derogatory terms towards our women. Man, that hoe, that this and that, this and that. Not saying that we perfect up here, because we ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. But I'm saying what we put out as a whole, as the image of our people. You know what I'm saying? The things that we do, we shoot each other down. You know what I'm saying? All these things. I'm going to spin the block. These phrases used against each other. You don't spin the block against your brother. I mean, against the real opposition, the person that's, you know what I'm saying, that's really doing all these things to you, not your brother. We rob each other. We breaking each other houses. We, you know what I'm saying, we exploit each other. You know what I'm saying? We do all these negative things to each other and wonder why that we suffer. It's because it's self-inflicted behavior. That's what's going on. But in order to cure that, man, you got to understand that you are important. And the reason why you hate your brother is that you hate yourself. You can't love your brother and hate yourself. You got to love yourself, then love your brother. You know what I'm saying? For real. You important, bro. All us important. We all going through it. From the top to the bottom, we all going through it in some type of way.
Yeah.
So we got to learn to be patient with one another. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be things that come up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. And those things need to be addressed, of course. But with the same token, man, we got to understand, man, that we can all get along. We got to all get along. 400 murders, bro, in Memphis last year. Almost just about 400 murders, homicides, bro. In Memphis, Tennessee alone. And we 70% black almost. Why is that, bro? Because we hate each other. We hate ourselves, bro. We hate each other. That's just what's going on, bro. And a part of being a good father is loving yourself, bro. How can you love your kids and you don't love yourself? It's impossible to do that. Yeah, King, and I just want to end on that note.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, I ain't seeing too many questions. Stepping on idols. And anybody else who got a question about their camping, reach out to me right here. Reach out to us right here at this email on the screen. Children of the Prophets 144@gmail.com. Yeah, they did take the Lead the World Behind video down. They said it, Netflix had an issue with that. I pretty much figured that. I still had a video. I'm trying to figure out how to put it out. I was trying to put it on Patreon. I don't think Patreon going for that either. So I guess, once I figure out how to get it out without it actually violating, then it'll be, open or posted for everybody to view who didn't get to see it. But it also tell us too, let there be a lesson. Sometimes, you're going to miss out. Things we will miss out on by not being present. You know what I mean? Yo, but Shabbat Shalom, man. To everybody, peace and blessing to you. On the night, I ain't seeing no question. Oh, hold up. Dre P. We really, the goal be like 7. Between 6 and 7 to start. But, a man's goings is of the Most High. So, aside from that, without a time, I'll say definitely, like now on a Friday, a Friday evening or a Saturday evening. More than one of those days. And y'all probably not getting the notification because, like I said, YouTube took away like 341 subscribers. I didn't tell them to do that. They didn't give me an explanation of why they did that. They unsubscribed people themselves. So you might need to check to see if you still subscribed. Indeed, man. So I ain't seeing no other questions or comments or concern. I pray the word was edifying. The Father led on our spirit. It's a lot more that could have been talked about, and most high willing, we gonna talk about the importance of fatherhood, the importance of motherhood, the importance of childhood. In the meanwhile, man, peace and blessing to y'all. Stay in the fight. Keep it real with the Most High. Keep it real with yourself, and keep it real with the people around you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.